Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I am Lukenessmonster, and this is Ask Lukenessmonster episode 80. This series on the channel where I answer your guys' questions from the comments down below. So if you guys do want your questions answered in next week's video, make sure to comment down below in this week's video, and I'll try my very best to answer them. But before we do get into the first question, if you are new to the channel, make sure to go down and hit the like button and subscribe because we're actually doing a giveaway of this Captain Rex figure at 8,500 subs. We are like 300 subs away, which is absolutely incredible. So thank you guys so much for all the recent support, but you do have to be subscribed to enter. So make sure you go down and hit the like button and subscribe. And then basically how that'll work is once we hit 8,500 subs, I'll release a giveaway video. All you have to do is comment on that giveaway video and make sure you're subscribed to enter. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get right into the first question. The first question from Gman16, he asks, how do you feel about fives being a mainline figure now that shipping is getting better? That is a great question, and honestly, I think fives should be a mainline wave figure regardless if shipping was good or not. Shipping is a lot better than it used to be, but like I said, even if shipping was horrible, fives needs to be a mainline figure. If he's an exclusive, it just limits the availability of the figure, driving the price up, and that is just unfortunate, not something we want for a popular figure like fives. And so if they do end up making a fives, I 100% want it to be a mainline wave figure. The next question from Joseph, he asks, how many Black Series figures do you have in your entire collection? That is a great question, and honestly, I don't really know. It's been a long time since I've counted, but I do have a collection video up from last year. I will probably be doing an updated one towards the beginning of 2023, but it's definitely over 200, I know that for sure. But if you do want to see all of them, I do have that collection video up. Go check that one out. But yeah, honestly, I don't know the exact number. The next question from Bosks Ben, he asks, do you think we will ever get the plastic packaging back? And maybe at a cheaper price point? No, it's not going to be cheaper. Sorry to tell you that, but it's not getting cheaper. Just with inflation recently in the US and just the normal price hikes, it's not getting any cheaper. We may get plastic free or plastic packaging in the future. You never know. I think that just strictly relies on like the sales of the plastic free package. So if Hasbro sees a large dip in sales, then obviously they're going to bring back what sells more. But unless that happens, I think they're probably going to stick with plastic free for a very long time. The next question from JD, he asks, with Bastila and Malik right around the corner, is it safe to say HK47 is next? So that's an interesting question. I'm gonna have to come out and just say no, I don't think it's safe to assume that. Hasbro's figure choices are really weird a lot of the times, and we don't know if he's going to come next or not. We had thought that he had been rumored to be in the line a long time ago, but that droid ended up being this one from The Mandalorian, and it's a very similar name, but yeah, it just never ended up happening. And so like I said, Hasbro's figure choices are weird, and it's not as safe to assume that he's next because really we don't know. I mean, I'd like to hope and say that he's next, but like I said, at the end of the day, we don't know. The next question from Phase 2 Action Review, he says, if you were Hasbro, what Star Wars line, such as Clone Wars, Mandalorian, etc., would you mainly focus on? Great question. 100% Clone Wars. There are so many Clone Wars figures that we need, and that's not even like counting for all of the endless amount of clone troopers you could do. So yeah, 100% Clone Wars. I think Mandalorian would be cool too, but Hasbro's pretty much already got Mandalorian covered. There's like over 30 figures in the line right now, and don't get me wrong, I'd love to get as much as possible, but I do think that they really need to heavily focus on Clone Wars. The next question from SideQuester, he says, what are some games you're planning on making videos for your other gaming channel? Great question. If you guys didn't know, I do have a gaming channel, Lukeness Gaming. It is linked in the description if you want to go check it out, but I do upload, of course, gaming videos. I do kind of want to focus on Star Wars videos to start. I have done 4 episodes of Republic Commando for my playthrough. It's still got a few episodes of that left, and I'm enjoying the game, but I did kind of step away from that, and I've started playing Astroneer, one of my personal favorite games of all time. First episode is up, and it did pretty good on the channel too, which is great. So if you do want to check that out, go check it out. I would greatly appreciate it. But then I also do want to play some newer games. Like, I really want to play the new Fallen Order game, like Jedi Survivor, when that one comes out. I really want to play Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 as well. I'm just kind of waiting for the price to go down in that game. And then, of course, I just want to kind of revisit some of those other classic Star Wars games, like, of course, Jedi Fallen Order, Battlefront 2, Force Unleashed, Jedi Knight, Jedi Academy 2. There's a ton of different games I really want to get to, and I probably will eventually, but yeah, just stick around, you never know. I don't upload very consistently on the channel, but I would love to, so go show us support, and show me that you guys want to see more. The next question says, what video game / book character would you want? Great question. If you asked me this a few years ago, I would 100% would have said Cobb Vanth from the Aftermath novels, but of course he was shown in The Mandalorian. So we got his figure now, and we can move on from him. But if I gotta pick a few game characters, obviously I have to go with Starkiller. But Starkiller is also rumored at the moment for the Black Series, so I'm not going to pick Starkiller. I gotta go with Kyle Katarn. Kyle Katarn's one of my favorite game characters of all time, and I'd love to see him in Black Series form. Whether he's Gaming Greats or the comic book line, I don't really care, but I just want Kyle Katarn in the Black Series. That would be a dream come true. The next question from Commander Cook, he asks, if you could have one of any of your Star Wars items signed by a Star Wars actor, who would it be? So I would 100% get my SDCC exclusive Kenner Boba Fett signed by the original Boba Fett actor, Jeremy Bulloch, but unfortunately he did pass away recently, which is really a shame, but if I couldn't pick him, I would have to go with Tamora Morrison. It's not really the same because the Kenner Boba Fett is supposed to be like the throwback to the original film, and Tamora Morrison's the newer Boba Fett, and I'm fine with that. But you know, I think I would prefer the original just for the sake of it. And then the last question for today from Star Wars Collector, he asks, how many Lando figures do you think the Black Series team at Hasbro will make for the upcoming Lando Disney Plus show? So it's been a long time since I've heard any news on the Lando show. I'm not sure when this show is coming out or if it's even started production yet. But, you know, if it's a new Disney Plus show, Hasbro's probably going to make figures for it. And I hope it'd be none. But unfortunately, they're going to make figures for it, and they're all going to peg warm. So, yeah, it is what it is. Hopefully it's a great show, and maybe they won't peg warm. But if it's still Lando, and Lando peg warm. So we'll have to wait and see, but hopefully not that many. Anyway, that is going to do it for this week's episode of Ask Lukenessmonster. If you guys do want your questions answered in next week's video, make sure to go down and comment down below on this week's episode. I will try my very best to answer it. And if you are new to the channel, make sure to go down, hit the like button, and subscribe. It does help out the channel a lot, and I'll see you guys in the next video.